This week on Blip, we talk to Jared from the infrastructure team, and we look at a show with the ninja. Woo! Hey guys, Annie here, and you're watching Blip on Blip. Kelly and I created this show to give you an idea of what goes on behind the scenes right here at blip.tv. We're starting to get a lot of snow around here, and 2011 is off to a great start. We're growing really fast, and if you wanted to work with blip.tv, I would suggest you head on over to blip.tv/careers, if you know what I'm saying. For this week's episode, Kelly stopped to sit down with Jared, one of the original founders of the company, to talk about infrastructure and what the early days were like.
I'm sitting here with Jared Klett, the chief engineer here at Blip TV and also one of the founders. Jared, how are you doing?
I am well, Kelly. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. Jared, can you tell us what you do for Blip TV?
Well, as I said, I'm one of the founders. Years ago, I took the title of chief engineer because it seemed to fit what I was doing. I write software. So when a video gets converted from one format to another, or a thumbnail is generated or something along those lines, it's kind of more back end. That's my code doing that. Up to now, I've also run the servers and the network. And that's pretty much the two things that take up my day-to-day right now.
So what was Blip like in the early days then?
It was really fun. You know, we were developing features and, you know, really just kind of, you know, whatever came up, you know, we would, you know, just quickly roll it out. And it was very, you know, shoot from the hip, you know, kind of mentality. Today it's, you know, we're a bigger company and there's a lot more at stake, a lot more users, you know, relying on us for their livelihood essentially. So we're a lot more careful about how we roll out code and when we roll out new servers, things like that, where we don't just, you know, plug stuff in and let's see what happens. So, you know, there's still a little bit of that, but.
I'm assuming at one point in time, Blip was just like a server or like one or two servers. What's it like going from one or two servers to, or at what point did you kind of say, oh my God, there's so much hardware that is, that I'm responsible for and that I have to keep online? Yeah,
there were a couple of incidents where I realized, okay, maybe having this stuff on a single server is not such a great idea. But you know, none of it was that catastrophic. There was one instance where I thought we were
hosed.
We were hosed, but fortunately we were not. With some quick thinking and quick maneuvering.
Yeah. So do you still wake up in the middle of the night with like in a cold sweat, thinking like the data center has just been, or the data center has gone down?
Fortunately, knock on wood, I have actually slept very well the last few years.
That's good.
I have not run to the data center in a panic in quite some time. There have been a few instances like that. My sister actually likes to cite one holiday in particular where she was here over Christmas and I had to literally run out the door and go deal with something. So, you know, I have not woken up in the middle of the night in a long time.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you for asking.
Not a problem. Jared, thank you very much for taking the time out and sitting down with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Not a problem.
We've got a bunch of great shows here on blip.tv, and each week we like to feature one that the whole office can't stop watching. This week, let's talk about Ask a Ninja. You might know Ask a Ninja from way back when, also known as the early days of web video. Ask a Ninja is now back with a vengeance to answer your ninja-related queries and possibly kill you. This show is fast-paced and hilarious. If you'd like to catch a glimpse of the ninja in action, head on over to askaninja.com, unless he kills you first. That's it for this week on Blip. You can catch us next week and every Tuesday after that at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next week.